Today I'm going to review the Blazer Lifeguard and take it for an extended ride. Then I'll take it to LS Customs to see what customization options are available. To finish things up, I'll go for a final ride and give you my opinion on this rarely seen ATV. Let's get started. First thing I decided to do was head to Mount Chiliad. It was pretty obvious early on when riding that this vehicle is rather underpowered, but I was surprised by just how underpowered it really is. No matter how many times I tried, I just could not make it up this slow. I guess I'll just have to take the long way around. Trying to climb Mount Chiliad from the west side was, well, a painful experience at best. The Blazer Lifeguard is seriously underpowered. Traction isn't an issue. There just is no power to be had. And everything is very slow going, and you have to kind of do the weaving in and out movement to keep it going, if it keeps going. I was really determined to make this happen. I was for certain that I could get up the mountain eventually, but we'll see. At least at this point I seem to be making some progress, and I'm feeling pretty hopeful. The Blazer Lifeguard is all-wheel drive, but it's so dramatically underpowered that it just doesn't even matter that it is. This is one of the few times that I actually experienced some level of wheel spin. At last, try as I might, I was not able to get up past this point, and I eventually just gave up. The disappointment is very real. I think it's time to head to LS Customs. We need to see what customizations are available. Plus, I really want to see if there's some power upgrades to get this thing really moving. At this point, my current character is less than level 50, so my upgrade options are somewhat limited. I decided that EMS Level 2 is going to have to do. Now, I didn't bother doing any other upgrades besides just the engine. As you can see, some of the upgrades are fairly inexpensive, which kind of surprised me. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this bike or not like riding it, so I'm not going to spend any more money on it until I get some more ride time on it and make that determination. All the standard wheel options are here, but unfortunately, like you see with some of the off-road rigs, that when you change the wheels, it changes tires to the standard off-road tire, and it just, to me, doesn't look quite right. I do really like the looks of these wheels on this, though. I'm really curious about the respray. The Blazer Lifeguard obviously comes with a lifeguard livery on it, and the bike itself is red. Does respraying it change the red color to another color? Does the livery disappear? I don't know. Let's see what happens. This is really interesting. Depending on the color you choose, you almost get a pearlescent effect over the top. Obviously the livery's still there, the bike's still red, but on certain colors you really get this neat effect, like you put a pearlescent on it without having to pay for a pearlescent. Some of the chameleon colors just look completely wild. I'm having a really hard time trying to pick out a color. Ultimately, I settled on black, though later on I did change it to matte black. That covered up the livery completely and it's not noticeable at all. I think it looks nice and it's, well, pretty neutral. I was really hoping the engine upgrade would give the Blazer Lifeguard some newfound power. It did have more power, but just not as much as I still would have liked. It was much easier to get around on now, so at least there's finally a win. Ultimately, I had to do EMS Level 3 before I was finally able to make it up to the west side of Mount Chiliad. Now, I've been using the Blazer Lifeguard for a few days. Along the way, I've managed to explore some rarely visited areas, like this quaint beach I'm at right now. The sunset is truly beautiful out here. But I digress. Back to the Blazer Lifeguard. If you plan on getting this to actually ride it and enjoy it, I have a hard time recommending it. Upgrades are expensive, and because it's so slow to begin with, I don't know if there's much to work with. Until I get full upgrades on it, I'm not going to really know. Visual upgrades are very limited as well. Paint's very tricky to apply. You get your standard wheels, but other than that, it's pretty much nothing. Now, if you went out to go get this to spawn and keep in your garage just because it's a rare vehicle, you may be okay with that. I have a second one that's exactly what it's doing. It's just sitting in my garage doing absolutely nothing, while the one here I'm reviewing is the one that I've been playing with. There's just no way around this being a niche vehicle. So do with that information as you will. I hope you enjoyed my review of the Nagasaki Blazer Lifeguard. If you did, give it a like and please consider subscribing. Feel free to leave a comment as well. Thanks for watching. Take care. That wasn't in the script.